Okay, for illustration purposes for the investment in bonds at amortized cost. So ito yung illustration natin dito. So we have first, you have the discount. Then you have also illustration for the premium. Okay, so ito yon. So based on the problem given, so the face amount of bonds is 3 million. Ito yung face value ng bonds or the principal. You have date issue of bonds. So date acquisition date is on January 1, 2019. You have the nominal rate 6%, you have the effective rate 8%, you have the interest is payable annually, therefore the interest is paid every year on December 31. Then the date of maturity is on 2021. Therefore, ilang years mag-mature, di ba? That's 2019, 2021. So 3 years yung maturity date ng bonds natin. Tapos yung interest payment is annually, therefore the number of periods is 3 years din. 3 yung periods natin. So the present value of ordinary annuity is determined for the number of interest periods using the effective rate. Take note, diba? Based dito sa formula natin, to, yung I natin dito is the effective rate. So by looking on the effective rate and the nominal rate given, okay, so kung titingnan natin, may discount, may premium, di ba? Kanina, if the effective rate is greater than your nominal rate, therefore there is discount. So yung initial measurement mo is lower than 3,000. Di ba? The face amount of the bonds is greater than the cost of the investment or the initial measurement. So may guide na kayo na dapat yung initial measurement natin is lower than 3 million. Okay, because there's discount. Why there's discount? Because the effective rate is greater than your nominal rate. Okay, so based on this problem, since the life of the bonds is 3 years and the interest is payable annually, the number of interest periods is 3. Okay, good thing with this problem, given na yung PV of ordinary annuity of 1 na 2.58, saka yung PV of 1 na 0.79. So, what if hindi given yung present values natin? So we need to compute the present values first using these formulas. Diba ito, formula natin. So if we try to compute that one, that's present value of 1, that's 1. Paano ba dito yun sa Excel? 1 plus 1 plus di ako marunong dito sa Excel. So let's just say 1 plus I. I'll just use my calculator here. So that's 1 plus, yung I natin is 8%, tapos naka-annual payments niya, so 8% din yung gagamitin natin. Raised to ilang periods? You have 3 periods. Okay, 3, negative 3. Okay, you have 1 plus 0.08 raised to negative 3. So you have 0.79. 2 decimal places lang yung ginamit, di ba? So you have 0.79. Ito yung PV of 1. We have 0.79. Okay, 0.79. How about the PV of ordinary annuity of 1? Okay, so based on the formula, we have 1 ba dito? 1 minus 1 plus I negative n divide I. So let's compute first. Diba? Basically, this portion is the PV of 1. Okay, so you have 1 plus 0.08 yung effective interest natin. Divide raised to negative 3. Iba yung periods natin, 3 periods. Then 1 minus divide 0.08. So we have 2.58. Okay, 2.58. Same ba dito sa problem? That's the same, di ba? This is how you compute 2.58 and 0.79. Okay, so to compute the present value of the bonds or the market price of the bonds, di ba? Ito yung gagawin natin. Yung PV of 1 natin, multiply natin sa principal. Ito yung ginawa ng problem. Principal, 3 million. Then yung PV of ordinary annuity of 1 natin is multiplied doon sa interest natin. Di ba? How to compute the interest? Di ba? Based on the formula here, the interest is principal times the nominal rate. So you have principal of 3 million times 6%. That's 3 million times 6%. That's 180,000 every year. So ito yung 180,000 times 2.58 PV of ordinary annuity of 1. That's 464,400. So the market price of the bonds is 2,834,400. So take note, the effective interest rate is higher than the nominal interest rate. Thus, the difference between the face amount and the present value is a discount. So ito yun, di ba? So let's now compare the face amount and the present value or the market price of the bonds. So you have a difference of discount on the part of the investor. This is gain on the part of the investor. Why? Ito yung binayaran niya, but ito yung value ng bonds na pinurchase niya. Okay, so di ba our entry here, if at amortized cost, that's investment in bonds, credit cash, that is 283,400. This is now the initial measurement. Okay, if we prepare the amortization table, di ba, you have the date. Let's just copy na lang dito. This is a term bonds, di ba? Hindi to serial bonds because di ba, walang sinabi dito na every year we can collect. Okay, so let's just plot. Di ba ilang periods lang yun? 3 periods lang. Dito lang tayo. So year yung gagamitin natin. Year, kailan nag-start? 2019 to 2021. So this is 12/31, 2019. This is 12/31, 2020. 12/31, 2021. Okay, let's just delete this one. Okay. So kung gagawa kayo ng amortization table, di ba yung goal natin, this is a term bonds, dapat yung amount dito should equal to the face value. Ilan yung face value? Magkano? That's 3 million. So let's put here 3 million. Sige, that's 3 million. Okay, 3 million. Tapos yung initial measurement natin is equal to 2,834,400. Yung na-compute natin kanina, yung present value, 2,834,400. Okay. So magkano yung interest received natin? Diba? So interest received, that's face amount times nominal rate. You have face amount of 3 million times nominal rate of 6%. That's 180,000 ito. So equal to, diba? Every year, we will receive 180,000. So every year we will receive 180,000. How about the interest income? Diba? To compute the interest income, that's E times the effective rate. So our effective rate is 8%. So let's use, this is the E, 2,834 times 8%, 0.8. So we have interest income for 2019 to 26,752 for, how about the amortization? So that is, this is C minus B. Okay, this is discount. You have 46,752. Diba? Our goal here is from 2,834,400. Dapat at the end of 2021, umabot siya ng 3 million. So yung amortization ng discount natin, plus minus. So we need to add. It's a discount, therefore we need to add. Plus. Okay, so this is now our amortized cost or carrying amount on December 31, 2019. Okay, Next, the interest income. So itong carrying amount natin 2019 times 8%, that's 230. Difference nitong dalawa, this is the amortization of our discount. Then we need to add this one. Okay, so ito, question now, di ba? On the last year, di ba, hindi na, yung sagot natin dito, di ba, is not equal if i-multiply natin to ng 8%, yung 293,164.16. Anong gagawin natin dito, di ba? To equal to 3 million, ilan yung difference? Dapat yung difference, ito yung amount dito, yung amortization natin. That's minus 2,931. So dapat yung amortization natin dito is 68,355.84. So magkano yung interest income natin? So we need to work back, 'di ba, yung difference. So let's just add 180 plus the 68, that's 248,355.84. Ito yung tamang interest income on December 31, 2020. Let's try, ha. So if we multiply natin ito, yung carrying amount times the 8%, 'di ba? Hindi sila the same. May difference talaga. Because of the rounding of decimal places, meron talagang difference 'yan. But the correct answer is 248,355.84 interest income for December 31, 2021. So this is now your amortization table. So basically, like for example, question number 1, how much is the interest income on December 31, 2020? This is the answer. Okay, so how much is the carrying amount on December 31, 2020? Okay, this is the answer. Okay, so, di ba another way to compute? Di ba ito yung pinakita ko kanina, ito. So, actually ito, makikita mo to sa amortization table. This is the amortization table. Another way to compute, di ba, this is the face value of bonds, di ba, plus an amortized premium minus an amortized discount if there are principal payments minus if there's impairment minus. But in this problem, we have discount. So, diba? So let's try to compute the carrying amount or the amortized cost, diba, based doon sa isang formula natin. So magkano yung face value natin? You have 3 million. That's 3 million. Do we have unamortized, di ba? 2019, magkano yung unamortized discount natin? Unamortized. Yung hindi pa na-amortize na discount balance. Okay. Dito, di ba? So, you have your beginning balance of your discount. Meron tayong balance na 165,600. Di ba? 165,600. 2019, ilan yung na-amortize? It is 46,752. So that is 165,600 minus itong amortization for 2019. Ito yung balance mo. Diba? This is the balance of your unamortized discount. Therefore, the carrying amount on 2019, since discount 2 minus natin. Diba? Same, 2881, 2881. So, either way, diba? Same lang yung answer. Okay, 2881. Okay, 2881,152. Okay, so that is for illustration number 1. For illustration number 2, premium naman tayo. 'Di ba? So, we can say may premium if the nominal rate is higher than your effective rate. So, ito yung nangyayari dito. 'Di ba? By looking on the information details, 'di ba? You would really know immediately, 'di ba? Kung anong meron, may discount ba, may premium. Okay, so in this illustration, you have the face amount 3 million. Okay, January 1 yung issue date ng bonds natin, yung acquisition date. But take note that the interest payment is on a semi-annual basis. Every June 30 and December 31. The date of maturity is on 2020. So that's 2019, 2020. 2 years lang siyang mag-mature. But take note that the interest payment is on a semi-annual basis. So the present value of an ordinary annuity is determined for the number of interest periods using effective rate. So ilan yung interest periods natin dito? 2 years mag-mature but semi-annual yung interest payment. Therefore, yung periods natin dito is 4. 4 periods tayo dito. Okay, 4 periods tayo dito. Since the life of the bonds is 2 years and the interest is payable semi-annually, the number of interest periods is 4. Then the annual effective rate is 6% or a semi-annual effective of 3%. So, di ba, in computing the present value, you need to be very careful if the interest payment ba naka-annual or naka-semi-annual. Why? Because, di ba, it will change your N, it will also change your I. Okay, so di ba we have based on the problem, di ba given na din yung PVs natin, present value natin, but di ba we need to compute, di ba, using if it's not given on the problem using this formula. So take note guys that semi-annual, your N, di ba, is 4 while your I, yung effective rate natin dito is 6%, but this is an annual rate. Diba? Semi-annual yung interest payments mo. So therefore, dapat hindi 6% yung gagamitin natin. 3% because semi-annual siya. Okay, diba? Every 6 months. So therefore, every 6 months, you will receive 3%. Okay, so yung gagamitin natin dito, that's 1 plus 3% raised to negative 4. Same dito, 1 minus 1 plus 3% raised to negative 4, divide 3%. Okay, so basically if you try to compute that in your calculator, 'di ba? Ito yung lalabas. 'Di ba? Ito yung mga PVs natin. Ito, 3.72 for ordinary annuity of 1 and 0.89 for PV of 1 at 3% for 4 periods. Okay, take note also in computing the present value with the principal, we multiply the PV of 1, that's 3 million principal times PV of 1. And also for the interest, present value of interest, yung gagamitin natin na interest, nominal interest is also, diba, instead of using 8%, dapat kasi semi-annual tayong mag-receive ng interest. So 4% every 6 months. 4% yung gagamitin natin. Okay, so yung interest dito, di ba, ito yung ginamit. Semi-annual nominal interest payment. That's principal times the nominal rate na 50%. Yung every semi-annual, 4% yung ginamit dito. That's 120,000. Okay, so this is now the market price or the present value of the bonds. If we try to compare that one, the face value is 3 million but the present value of the bonds is 3.1. Therefore, sobra yung binayaran natin compared doon sa binili natin. Therefore, there is premium. Diba? And by looking also on the interest rates, diba, the effective interest rate is lower than the nominal interest rate. Therefore, there is premium. Okay, so dito na naman, premium ang ating i-amortize. So this is also a term bond. So let's copy this one. Add lang tayo ng isa because 4 periods. Okay, the amortization table. Okay. So since yung periods natin, di ba, it will start in June 30. So ito yung amortization natin, 2019, December 31, 2019, June 30, 2020, December 2020. 4 periods yan. So yung goal natin dito, since term bonds to, umabot siya ng 3 million at the date of maturity. Okay. So initial measurement natin, magkano yun? That's 3,116,400. This is 3,116,400. Okay. So yung interest received natin, every June 30, December 31, June 30, December 31, di ba? Magkano yon? 120,000. So this is uniform. Okay, interest income natin, that is based on the carrying amount, initial measurement for June 30, 2019 times, magkano yung effective rate natin? 6%, but since semi-annual, that's 3% lang. Okay, 93. Okay, yung amortization natin dito of premium, di ba? So, ito na lang, absolute amount lang natin. Okay, yung carrying amount natin, since it's premium, di ba, our goal is umabot tayo ng 3 million at maturity date. So, since sobra yung initial natin, may premium, let's deduct the amortization of premium. Okay, so next naman, ito, times 3%. Minus, okay. Next, ito na naman, times 3%. Ito, last year, di ba? Again, last year, our goal dapat umabot ng 3 million. Therefore, ilan dapat yung amount ng amortization natin on the maturity date? Di ba? Siyempre dapat para maging equal ng 3 million, deduct natin dito. So, 34,466.42. So, magkano yung interest income natin at the date of maturity? So, add lang natin to. Minus pala natin. So, mayroon tayong 85,533.58. Okay, so since this premium, di ba? So if we try to multiply this one by 3%, yung, okay, hindi yan sasakto. Yeah, 91. But the correct answer is 85,000. Okay, this is now our amortization table for this problem. So if the question is how much is the interest income for December on 2019, December 31, 2019, yung interest income na sagot mo itong dalawa, di ba? Because this is for the whole year. Di ba? 93, 92, that's 186,188.76. Okay, question naman, how much is the carrying amount on December 31, 2019? Ito yung carrying amount ng bonds natin. Okay, you can also use the other formula, diba, to compute the carrying amount of the bonds. So that's all for the illustration for the investment in bonds. So thank you for listening.